Forage is a limited resource in our ponds and lakes. There's not an infinite supply. If we think about the biology, each one of these bluegill in this pond can lay 40, 50,000 eggs per month during the growing season. Not all of those offspring survive. They hatch out and have to eat zooplankton and consume that zooplankton until they get large enough to consume aquatic insects. So a vast majority of the bluegill that are born into the pond simply starve to death before they ever have a chance to become large adults. I think that's part of the fish population people don't understand, is that loss due to lack of plankton that's available. So I think it's important that we understand that. It's also important that we understand what's going on when we're feeding the pond. So what I've done is I put a turbo on my forage base in this pond. By feeding the bluegill in the pond, they're heavier. And a heavier bluegill, it's doing two things. It gives you the ability to grow bass at a faster rate because each of the bluegill are heavier. It takes 10 pounds of forage for a bass to gain 1 pound. So if each bluegill is, say, twice as heavy than a bluegill that's not being fed, your bass are kind of getting a 2-for-1 meal there. And the secondary benefit of these feeding programs is it gives that bluegill, you'll be able to carry a higher number of bluegill per acre above an unfed pond.